Hey guys, it's Fit Fat Brit RNY here. Just waiting on my hubby. So I figured I'd make a video and talk about the holidays coming up and eating for the holidays. Oh, I guess I should go over my stats here. I had my surgery August 31st, 2015, and I weighed highest 317. Day of surgery was 308. I'm currently at 140.3 pounds. And just kind of like slowly losing, which my goal was 150, so I'm like perfectly fine where I'm at. If I didn't lose another pound, I'm like totally cool with that. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, holiday eating. So the holidays are coming up, and I had gone to a support group for gastric bypass, which was the first one I had ever been to, and they were talking about holiday eating and kind of wanted to go over some of the things that they suggested. So one of the things that they had suggested is when you're done with your holiday dinner, and let's say you have pie left over and cookies left over, and you want to keep them for the week or you want to freeze them, instead of doing that, just give them away. Take them to work. I actually have a coworker who is very fitness oriented. Her husband's very fitness oriented, and every time she has a birthday for her kids, she brings in the cake. Like, I've never known anyone to do that. Like, growing up, like when we had a birthday, like we ate the cake the rest of the week, you know, like we never took it into work. So I was like really impressed by that she does that. But that's pretty much what they're suggesting, you know, instead of having, if you have a bunch of pie left over, take it into work and give it away. Do not sit there and eat it the rest of the week. And another thing that they said, you know, while you're making dinner, you know, be aware of nibbling on food, because it can very, very, very fastly add up in calories. You know, if you're biting into the mashed potatoes, and if you're taking a bunch of scoops of, I don't know, or maybe even like you make cookies and you want to try one and you're just biting into every little thing as you cook it, you can easily add up calories really fast. One of the things that I personally want to try to do, this is my first Thanksgiving that I think I'm really going to be able to actually eat food. Like, I really couldn't eat much, like whenever Thanksgiving was around for me last year. So I think I might like pick one thing that I wouldn't normally eat that I am going to eat. And I think it's going to be my dad's homemade buns, because he rarely ever makes those. So I think I'm going to skip on the mashed potatoes and just eat one of my dad's homemade buns. Not even a whole one, like a half one. For dessert, well then, for dessert, I think I'm going to make a low-carb cheesecake, or I'm going to make like, it's like a sugar-free orange fluff. It might be called orange sickle. It's really good. So I'm not going to have like any dessert. And I mean, you might be thinking like, hello, holidays come around once a year, Brittany, and you're asking me not to eat any dessert. You know, if that's something you want to do, go for it. But just don't keep it around so you can eat it the rest of the week. Because sometimes, you know, you have parties before holidays, after holidays. It's like one big random eating fest of everything. Like, you don't need that. If you're going to do it for a day, do it for a day and be done. Don't keep going. Just don't do it. There is, like, if you, let's say there's something you really, really like that you want, but maybe your stomach can't handle it, or, you know, you just don't want to eat those kind of calories, go online, look up and see what you can find. There are plenty, and I mean plenty, of low carb, low fat, low sugar, low calorie recipes of like anything out there. All you have to do is just Google it and look. That's it. Make what you want. Do your thing. Okay? We don't need to make excuses on why we're going to eat and eat and eat. Because trust me, like, it's tough when there's parties and, like, you know, there's a season where everything's pumpkin, and there's a season when everything is like caramel apples, and, you know, it can be hard. But just like I said, if you're not going to make a plan for Thanksgiving like I'm trying to do, just have at it. Have at it for a day like you're on vacation, and then just be done. Don't keep going. Just don't. don't. And I do plan on working out Thanksgiving too, because I'm going to need it. I'm going to need a lot of cardio that day. I'll probably end up eating more than I usually eat, but I'm going to try to like pace myself and use a kid's plate. That's another suggestion, maybe using a kid's plate, making sure you measure stuff. You know, maybe if you're having just a little bit of everything, but not a lot of bit of everything, just because it's Thanksgiving, you don't want to be miserable. And when you're done eating, get away from the table. You know, suggest that you guys play games, maybe put away the food, go to the living room. Don't leave it setting out for you to nibble on the rest of the day. Don't make yourself sick. Don't be sick on Thanksgiving in front of everyone. Just don't. Enjoy your Thanksgiving and your Christmas. Because, excuse me, Christmas is coming next. So that is just my little, you know, tad bit rant for the day. Advice, if you want to take it like that. Yeah, so you guys have a good rest of the day. Bye.